Good morning, good morning, good morning. And today is a fabulous day. Today is, of course, Friday. And today I want to do this special live for you in order to share with you some of the nuances, some of the things that you must know if you are interested in condo investments. Let me just run this. All right, good. So there we go. So why this particular live and why this topic? I'm going to go through that. I'm going to go through three most important things that you must know if you plan to get into real estate investing with this idea of investing in pre-construction. Okay, so my name is Amit Ambegaunkar. I'm a real estate agent with Right at Home. And today what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the three very, very important things that you must know before you invest in pre-construction. Okay. Now, there are many, many deals that are going on around for pre-construction condo. And one of the reason why you should think about pre-construction condo is the options that are available in pre-construction. Okay. Now, given the high interest rates currently that exist, you may be a little apprehensive about this is the right time to get in the market, with the mortgage current rates that I have or that I may get for my investment. Am I going to end up losing money? Am I, afraid of putting in the right project, in the right property? And that's where pre-construction condos, and that's where the three tips that I'm going to share with you come in handy. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, I want to tell you, if you're here, make sure that you put in a comment in the chat. Tell me you're here. And on the side, I'm going to monitor the comments. So if you have any questions, make sure that you put that in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because that way you will get all the updates and all the enormously valuable information that you will need to know in this year 2024. Okay, good. So let's get started. So welcome to a special Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn Live. I'm actually live on all four platforms right now. And the reason I decided to choose this particular topic is because this is one of the questions that I get asked a lot about pre-construction. People who are interested in putting in some money in real estate or have people that know are going to put money into real estate. They're always thinking about what can I actually invest in, okay? So one of the options that they have, people have in terms of investing in real estate is, of course, investing in pre-construction condo. Okay, but today I'm going to talk about the three very, very important areas that if you are not 100% clear on these three areas, then you may have some amount of difficulty in investing in real estate in pre-construction. Okay, so let me know if you're ready. In the meantime, if you have any questions, we're going to go for about 20 minutes or so. So in the next 15-20 minutes, make sure that you have your time allocated to this. And if you have any questions, make sure you put it in the comments. And if I'm not able to answer them during the call, I will make sure that I go back to this chat and I will answer it in the chat after the live is over. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing that you need to understand with pre-construction condo is you need to have, the first important thing is have an exit strategy. And this sounds counterintuitive because you're getting into the condo because you want to invest and you want to make money and all that, which is awesome, which is why you should get into it. But along with that, I highly, highly recommend that you have a strategy as to what is going to be your exit strategy while you're investing. So let me give you some examples. So one of the example of this strategy could be that you want to get into pre-construction because you want to make money in the long term, right? So you want to get in at a time where the prices of those condos and those houses or those semi that are under pre-construction are at a reasonably good price. So first of all, you're getting it at a good price, but you want to hold that property, take the possession of that property, hold it for a very long time, and eventually when the property is appreciated enough that you've made enough money in, and then you want to sell the property. Good. Well, that's an exit strategy. Some people have an exit strategy that they are going to take a deal right now and maybe rent it out for a couple of years after it closes and then sell it after 1 or 2 years of renting that property. Well, that's their exit strategy. Some people have this exit strategy in mind that before they take the possession of the property, they're going to sell it. It is also called as an assignment. And it's a huge topic. The whole assignment is a huge topic. There are, by the way, lots of opportunities for assignments available right now. Even with me, I have access to a lot of assignment deals that are on the market. So if you are looking for something that you want to get into pre-construction but don't want to wait 5 years for for that property to mature and then take the possession, but you want that deal now, then connect with me and I'll share with you some of the deals that are currently available that would make a lot of sense in your specific scenario. Okay. Now, the other reason why this is important is because if you don't know what you are going to plan out as an exit strategy, and if you get into a pre-construction, then you might have an obstacle where you're not able to decide how this whole strategy is going to work for you. You might just wait for the market conditions to get better. You might wait for the interest rates to get lower. You might just wait for yourself to qualify for a mortgage at the right time, and you leave a lot of things as variables, which is definitely not a great thing in real estate investing, as you know. So this is one of the first strategy that I would suggest to you is having this clear indication as to what is your exit strategy when you invest in pre-construction. Okay. Now, the second thing that I'm going to share with you, which is very, very important for you to know, is that once you go in with a pre-construction condo, there is something called as a cooling period. Okay, cooling period is a 10-day period that you have after you have received the signed purchase and sale agreement from the builder, or if everything is finalized. Okay. Now, what I want to share with you about the cooling period is the cooling period is majority of the builders offer it, majority. But excuse me, but it's not necessary that every builder will offer it. Okay. So you need to have your, you definitely need to work with a professional to understand that, excuse me, so that you're not getting stuck with a deal that you wanted some more time to think about. Okay. The cooling period is really important for you to do more homework based on the purchase and sale agreement that you receive. You want to get to the lawyer and should go ask them to go through the contract with you, so that you know exactly what you're signing for. You need to work with other professionals so that you're clear on what you're getting into. So the 10-day cooling period is really an important phase for you to have in this area of pre-construction. So if you are thinking of getting into pre-construction, this is one of the key elements to discuss and make sure that you have that within your scope, that you're going to get that 10-day cooling period, just in case if something comes up, something that you didn't understand, something you didn't realize was in the contract, that you're not signing up for something that you did not understand. Okay. And that's why I'm saying majority of the builders will have that, but it's still a very good idea to make sure that you actually have the 10-day cooling period so that you can do this homework before the deal is final. Okay, so that's the key component. The second part that I shared with you, which is the cooling period, is a very important aspect. And if you're not 100% sure, the third point becomes very, very important, which is working with a realtor. Okay, working with a realtor. Now, there are several reasons why you should work with a realtor for a pre-construction condo. But the most important one, why you should work with me, is because I will make sure that I understand not only just the strategy, not only discuss with you what are your options, but also taking care of things that are happening in your interest. Because, excuse me, me as a realtor, I'm always working in your favor. I'm always working in your interest because you are my client. The builder, I'm of course, making sure that the sale happens smoothly and everything goes smoothly. But my most important responsibility is you as a client. Okay? Now, you as a client, on the other hand, has this one more layer of security, one more professional working with you in order to make sure that you are making the right decision. Because I'll tell you, some of these contracts that you will go through in terms of pre-construction are huge. They are like huge documents that you will be receiving. And of course, lawyer is a critical piece in this whole game, that they will explain you what the clauses are and what you're signing for. But even in addition to that, some of the features that you might get, some of the benefits that you would get will be extraordinarily useful to have me working with you so that you will understand the nuances of investing in a pre-construction condo. So my role specifically in this would be to help you guide which pre-construction condo is of your best interest, because there are about 100 and close to 170 good pre-construction condos going on right now. Like, I'm just talking about the GTA. Okay, I'm not even talking about the smaller projects, but I'm talking about the major projects that are going on. And if you just go to research on your own and think about, oh my God, where should I invest? It is overwhelming. There is no doubt that it is overwhelming. And that's why if you work with me, I will be sharing with you some Excel sheets. I'll be sharing with you which projects you might be interested in and which projects will actually work for you in your situation. Because it is a customized approach. Like, you cannot start researching all the 170 or 200 projects that are going on and then make a decision. It might not be so easy to do. Okay, but if you're working with me, I already have some hand-picked products that I might suggest to you that may work for you. Again, this is taking into account what your strategy is going to be. What is your goal? Why are you investing in pre-construction versus maybe a condo that is ready to go right now, that you can have a tenant right now? Okay, so the best thing to do is give me a call and I will share with you many, many more strategies in terms of investing in pre-construction condo. The whole idea here is to give you a total solution. When you work with me, the whole idea is I give you a total solution as to what needs to happen in order for your sale to be not only just a smooth transaction, but a transaction that is in alignment with what you want to do. It is in alignment with what you really want to achieve with this type of an investment. Okay, so thank you for listening in. I want you to put in your comments in this video. If you are watching this video right now on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, make sure that you put in a comment, because I may not be able to get to that comment right now while I'm doing this live, but I will make sure that I go back to it and answer any questions that you have. If you have more questions, just feel free to reach me through my website, which is your website that is mentioned right here on this page. I will make sure that it is mentioned here. There we go. That's my website there, amitrealestateteam.com. This is a platform actually that I've used in the past, but I'm using it today in a different way. So it's a nice platform, but I just wanted to make sure that I can share all the information with you. And you have this website right there on the screen right now. It's amitrealestateteam.com. That's the name of the website. You can connect with me through my email, which is amit@amitrealestateteam.com. And I will make sure that I'll attend to your request. Okay. So thank you so much for listening in. So again, just to recap, what we've discussed today is the three things that are the key components for you to know before you invest in real estate. Okay. Pre-construction condo, real estate investing. The first thing, the most important thing that you need to look at is what's your exit strategy. What are you planning to do in terms of investing in real estate, but also in terms of what your exit plan is going to be? What's the exit strategy that you are going to apply? Because I speak to a lot of investors, and this is one of the key components that I discuss with them. Like, you're getting into this, but let's plan out the next 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years sometimes, depending on what your goal is. And my role as a real estate investor, because I have been an investor myself before even I became an agent. I was a real estate investor, and I have invested myself in pre-construction condos. I've sold pre-construction condos as an investor. So I understand the numbers very, very well. So I can give you a comparison as to which model of investing might be better in your specific case, whether you might be better off investing in a condo, in a duplex, in a triplex, or a pre-construction. That will only happen once I have a clear discussion with you. And that's the key piece of information. The first is deciding what your exit strategy is. The second piece of information is knowing about the cooling period. There is a 10-day cooling period from majority of the builders. And it is a requirement, but it's still a very important thing for you to whether your builder offers that. There are a few builders that do not offer that, and you need to know why. And there are some nuances that you need to know about it before you sign the dotted line. And the third, and one of the most important thing, is working with me as a realtor. Okay, working with me as a realtor will bring in the advantages that I will put all these things together for you. It's not just about knowing a product and putting in an offer. That's actually the easy part. But the more challenging part that people generally experience is finding the right property that will suit their own needs. Researching about the builder, if that is a builder that is going to go through the project. Because again, you've heard horror stories about builders backing out or condo projects not being completed. And they're there. Even right now, they are there in the news. You will hear that all the time. But when we do the handpicking of the project, my brokerage and me work very closely. And when we handpick these products, you can be assured that it is a good builder. Can we guarantee 100%? It would be a lie if I say that, okay? So definitely no one can 100% guarantee. However, we make sure that the background check for all the builders that we deal with, or if I recommend you a specific builder, like if I'm talking to you one-on-one, depending on your scenario, if I tell you about a builder, I'm giving you all the information that you need in order to make a decision. Okay, so it's really a transparent discussion. It's really an honest and genuine conversation that I will have with you. And then you get to decide whatever I've shared with you, if that makes sense to you, if that's applicable to you, if that scenario does make sense to you, and if you want to go ahead with that scenario. It's totally up to you. But the primary objective of this is for you to know what your options are. Because maybe real estate investing is not for you. Maybe your gig is something else. Maybe you're interested in some other form of investments, and that's fine. But as long as you understand, as long as you know what you're looking for in an investment, what are the options open for you in real estate investing, then that's the right approach. Then you can make an informed decision. Okay. So thank you so much for listening in. I'm sure that you will have more questions about pre-construction, and I will be more than happy to assist you with those questions. So the best thing is connect with me. You can send me an email at amit@amitrealestateteam.com, or you can call or WhatsApp me or text me at 416-627-4007. And I'll be more than happy to answer all your questions and probably share a couple of deals that I currently have in pre-construction, which are some mind-blowing deals, which will really come in handy. Okay, so I am planning to do this on a weekly basis. Hoping to have more information sharing over these platforms, so that you will get an insight about pre-construction condos. You will get an insight about what to look for. What are the nuances? Like, for example, one of the topics that I'm going to be talking about next week is assignments. There is one special segment that I'm planning to do just on this area of second thing that I discussed with you today, which is the cooling off period. A lot of people don't understand what the cooling off period is, but I'm going to do a special segment just on cooling off period. The significance of that, why you need that, what if you don't have that, how do you approach the builder in that period? And it's just fascinating information. Okay, so that's coming up in the upcoming weeks. This is going to be a weekly session. So I'm looking forward to having a conversation with you. Reach out to me, DM me, or connect with me, because I want to talk to you and explain to you in your specific scenario what suits you the best. Okay, so 3 important things that we discussed today. Make sure you go through them. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. Thank you so much for listening, and you create a great day and have a fabulous 2024. Thank you. Bye-bye.